What up, guys? Welcome to the Walkinupsync podcast. The train horn started right when I walked up to my apartment building. Haven't heard it since then. I just heard it honk one time right when I walked up to my apartment building. I saw some stalkers outside right now. Yesterday I saw this child with a Mickey Mouse shirt on that kept sinking a bunch of times. Like him and his dad, it's like a little child, like a toddler or whatever. Kept sinking with him and his dad, kept walking around synced like in the doorway of this building or whatever. Like the guy was like talking to somebody inside the building as I'm walking up the sidewalk. And they kept like walking out in front of me synced and walking back and whatever. And then the child was like pointing synced. And then I walk up and the child has a Mickey Mouse shirt on, which I see sometimes. Occasionally I'll see it sometimes. It's like rare to see it, but I'll see it sometimes. Synced up on a soccer head. And Targeted Journey says that she sees Mickey Mouse shirts too, and I think I saw him before she said that. Like I think I was seeing him sync before she said that on her video, but like after she said it, like confirmed it for me, and I started to see him. Like I seeing him again. But I'm pretty sure they've been doing it before that. But like the child had a Mickey Mouse shirt, the dad had a red shirt. So I don't know what Mickey Mouse means, but I walked on this path yesterday, and there are these rabbits running out in front of me synced, like 3 rabbits. And then like 2 of them go run into the trees synced. And then the other one was just like falling out in front of me and doing syncs, and then runs away right next to me. And then I've been recording on Creepbusters, recording stalkers on Creepbusters on Facebook Live. So I'll probably upload those to YouTube, but there's been a bunch of cops, like on these videos, there's been a bunch of cops stalking me. And then there's been a bunch of cars with loud engines that'll rev their engine right next to me, like a bunch of times over and over. Like throughout these videos, there's a bunch of cars revving their engine directly next to me. Loud cars. And then there's a bunch of birds stalking me too on these videos, like flying around and chirping. And then there's been some stalker cats on these videos too. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna upload them to YouTube. I hear the train horn again. I don't know if he's syncing at that doorway. It was right before the doorway, or if he's syncing with me talking or what. I don't know. He's back. I see a tan car syncing with a whitey. I hear the train horn again as this truck drives out and the birds flying in front of me, and then the truck is syncing with cars, and the train horn seems to be syncing with them. And then the train horn does the last short honk, sync the 2 cars syncing with each other. And then he stops honking sync when the car gets to the intersection, and they sync. But this morning when I was outside, it was pretty chill for the most part, except the occasional moments when like occasionally there'd be a loud car or whatever, but it was pretty quiet out there this morning. You know, they're still stalking me nonstop, but it was pretty quiet this morning though. Like there wasn't a bunch of loud cars or sirens or anything when I was out there. There's just occasionally a burst of cars driving by me, and then distant cars, and then birds stalking me the entire time though. And then I saw a rabbit that was probably a stalker rabbit this morning. And then yesterday at work, this guy came in and he walks up next to me and he's like, "This guy looks like the Jesus that they put on the that they nailed to the cross." And that's like the first thing that he's saying, like to me, or he's saying it to the people next to me or whatever. But it's like my first time meeting this guy, you know. Like that's the first thing. That's like the first thing he's saying. He's like, "Wow, this guy looks like the Jesus they nailed to the cross." It's just kind of weird thing to say. I don't know. And I've said before, they'll say Jesus Christ synced and things like that. They'll say Jesus, like Jesus or Jesus Christ or whatever. They'll say it synced. Sometimes they will. Like it's not. That's another one that's kind of rare, I think. But then sometimes, like the rare things, they'll be doing it more frequently for like a few days in a row or whatever. So what's today? Like last night was dim headlighter night when I went out and I recorded on Creepbusters. It was dim headlighter. It was a bunch of dim headlighter cars synced up. The other days, 3 days, or the one day was car alarm day, and then the other 2 days after it, there was one car alarm, and then there wasn't a car alarm yesterday. So what's today gonna be? Is it gonna be garbage truck day? Is it gonna be cop day? Is it gonna be plane day? It's gonna be multiple things probably, and then it's gonna be like, it's usually like a thing, like when I go outside, like every time I go outside, it's a different thing. But then they'll do a thing like all day or whatever. Like, I don't know how to explain it really. They'll just pick themes though. It's like I'll go outside and there'll be a bunch of red cars, and then I'll go outside the next time and it'll be a bunch of green cars. But then all day that day, it's a bunch of one headlighter cars or whatever. Like, they just pick themes and they do things. They do lots of things. Too many things. So I'm trying to think of the other things. I'm sure there's other things that I'm forgetting. But hit the Cash App and PayPal if you can. And don't sync. And stay tuned for more. And vote for Hellcat 2028.